All right, man. So first of all, welcome back. Welcome back. This is actually, about to open a New York session. I think we're 1 hour before the New York session actually open. So basically, what we want to do is just to, analyze some few indices. Because of most of the time when you get to New York session, it's all about the dollar. It's all about the companies that are based in United States. So first of all, when I'm analyzing these indices, they are really, really different, when I'm analyzing the currency pairs. So the currency pairs, I can go in a currency pairs directly and actually start analyzing that type of a currency. But when it comes to indices, what I need to do is to understand the news of the day. What is going on at particular time, and what exactly is going to push, a dollar to a positive or negative based on the news that are actually happening at particular time. So first of all, I'll go maybe to my news channel, like what you're seeing. This is Bloomberg, where I actually listen, what the economists, analysts, specialists, what are actually they are saying about, the global markets and what they are looking up to about the global market. Second of all, after I get into this news, what I have to do also is to go look for where I can find a specific news based on a day. So mostly, Forex Factory, it's one of the, website that you can get, global international news, tells you a specific time, what type of instrument, you should be able to look up to. So you can see if today, Monday, Jan 28, in Japanese yen, there's a bank holiday. So no much high impact volatility that you can expect from Japanese yen. Coming to Swiss franc, there's a CPI. That means there will be a high impact volatility in terms of the Swiss franc. Again, what is big one today? Not really big one, but big one in terms of the US. It's format members, they actually speak. So there's 4 format members that are actually speaking, today, right? They're actually speaking around 7 o'clock. Now, these are the guys that are actually move the dollar instrument, right? Because of the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta President Raphael Bostic, he's the one who's going to be speaking. So why the traders care about this, the Federal Reserve format members vote on where to set the national keys interest rate and their public engagement are often used to drop a subtle clues regarding the future monetary policy. So that's the reason why I'm actually, anticipating about the dollar, because of these guys. They're gonna, speaking today. All of them, 4 of them, they are members of FOMAC, Federal Reserve. So these are the guys that actually make a decision in terms of the monetary policy. So before I look on the companies belong in states, instrument belong in US, what I need to understand, what are the whole fundamental news that are actually happening at particular time based on the dollar. All right. Once we see that, then we're good. Then we can now be able to jump into to the platform. So now we can now be able to jump into the platform. Maybe the first instrument we can look up to, it's US30. Again, there's a so next to it, a NASDAQ. Don't worry about my trade. I've already entered my trade long ago, before the market open, already start on a New York session. So when it comes to US30, it's a combination of 30 company plus that are actually added, on that index stock. So these indices, they're like a stock house. So people who have companies, they go register themselves on a stock house. so that that stock house can be registered on a stock exchange, which is called the New York Stock Exchange, right? So NASDAQ, again, same thing. S&P 500, it's the same thing. And the S&P 500 goes even above because it measures also the credits of different types of region or different types of companies or different types of also countries as well. So that's S&P 500. When it comes to NASDAQ, it's also a NASDAQ stock exchange company whereby companies can be listed under NASDAQ, and they themselves, NASDAQ, they'll be listed on a stock market so that you and me, we can be able to trade. So when we are trading NASDAQ, we should always know we're trading over 100 companies that are listed under one stock exchange, right? And again, we should understand what type of companies are that. All right, that's a topic for another day. So now we identified that they're going to be a former member speaking, and now how the economists, they're going to prepare, you know, the market, right? Based on based on NFP, a non-farm payroll that comes on Friday, that the numbers, they actually by surpassed the estimation. They were estimated, I think 5 banks, they were estimating that the numbers will get to 175,000, others 180,000, and the numbers go all the way, come out all the way to 212,000 people that are actually employed for the past month of December, right? So that shows the positivity of the dollar. That's why Friday we saw a lot of instruments like US30, NASDAQ having a spiking all the way up, right? It was because of the positivity of that release that happened, you know, on Friday. Open up because of the market have been overbought, over-exhausted with the buy with beginning end of November, December, all the way beginning of Jan. So this is the second week of January where we're anticipating the intensity and the cooling of the market. That is why from yesterday we start showing the market start now, you know, pushing the price all the way down, right? So we understand now the fundamentals that the what happened about the NFP, it drives the market all the way above. Now we understand again that today there'll be the Federal Reserve format members that they're going to speak. These are the most important people that make a decision about the interest rate, about the inflation of the country, right? Of the specific region. So we get that. Now we need to get to transfer that knowledge to the technical analysis to understand now that in terms of what we understand in the fundamentals, are they going to make sense in a technical analysis? All right, so let's jump on it without wasting time. So first of all, you need to look in terms of the time frame. Where the day traders, you can go to a daily time frame, or you can go to H4 time frame. So I prefer H4 time frame based on how much people they deposit in their trading account. So we are looking at the US30 here. First of all, as I always do, to identify the highest position of a US30, where exactly it reaches $37,726 per this share price, right? And again, identify the lowest, not this one, but this one. It's the lower position, and that's other lower lows of the positions. So there are a couple of lowers there, right? And now we understand that the market does come with 37,082. It was around 19 December, but since then it hasn't touched that. So this is the space where we're anticipating that it can come and touch. But again, let's check it on a smaller time frame. All right. When we look at on a smaller time frame now, okay, let's go back on a bigger time frame. I think we miss another part. I think we miss this part. Okay, identifying where it touches here as well, touches at this position. That's another position that we needed to identify. We need also to identify this position, right? Then we can go on a lower time frame and trying to see what the market is actually doing. Okay, so on the 30 minutes, it tells us that the market wanted to push all the way down, right? To break this level It actually failed to break this level to go. So what the market wanted to push the price so that it can get to this 37,082, right? This 37,082. Maybe let me just highlight it in a different color. Here, that's where the market wanted to anticipate to get to this level, but it didn't. Maybe we can also pull it all the way up if it is far. So let's say it's here. 37,123, that's where the market wanted to come to this position, but it fails to get to that position. That's why you see this type of candlestick. The candlestick, when you see the candlestick like this, what it means is that the data has been rejected all the way up, pushes the price to upper position. The market has closed on an upper position. So here, there's no data collected at this level. That means it's being rejected from pushing the price all the way up. If this candlestick was closed full with the showing of the collection of the data full, that means the following candlestick could have continued, break this level and goes all the way up. So now we can see that actually, start pushing the price up. What I'm anticipating at this level, it's actually the market to get to here. Get to these positions, right? Once the market can get to this position, there's a higher possibility, another higher possibility that the market can get to this position. Okay. Now, if we are actually entering the buy at this position, we can know that the market will go all the way, and when you get to here, you have a take profit number one. It can break at this position, pushes the price all the way up to 37,626. That's profit number two. So already once you get to this level, you're already in a profit. So it's up to you to leave it all the way to get to 37,627 or to take your profit all out. You can close your trade. After you close your trade at 37,426, then you can enter again another position, a buy position, to continue with the trade to this level. So this is the highest. It might get to this possibility, but in the safe side, this is the safest place where you can be able to put your take profit. So if you're in a market, what do? You buy. For example, me, enter the buy. I'll just monitor. Once it get to this level, I'll actually put maybe a trailer stop. Once I put a trailer stop, then I'll stop worrying about anything. So that was US30. Let's get on the NASDAQ, right? This is the NASDAQ. Again, to back up the point, remember the numbers of NFP on Friday, they were actually showing positive, right? Now that means the dollar has actually gained a little bit of strength, right? Now, because of the dollar has gained a little bit of strength, but the market was exhausted. That is why it pushes the market down here. But again, today they're preparing to come with a speech in terms of the interest rate, where the Federal Reserve, they're thinking the market will go in the past month, on this month of January. That is why there's a high anticipation of possibility that the markets or the instrument from US can now start raising up, going to 37,426, right? That's the reason why we are actually backing up a buy as a analysis of this trade. Okay, I hope you understand. Wanted to do one more, which is NASDAQ. Again, NASDAQ, it's a combination of 100 companies, together, right? 100 technology companies. So there's companies like Intel under there. There's companies like, what you call Apple. There's companies like Car Tracker is there under there. So the different types of, Amazon is there. Tesla is there. All these technology companies, they actually registered on a NASDAQ, and NASDAQ they register themselves on a stock market that you and me, we can be able to participate. So looking at NASDAQ, again, same type of style of US30. The reason why it shows most of the time, same type of style is because most of the companies that are under NASDAQ, they are also in the US30. So if they make a profit in terms of the company, if you see NASDAQ going up, US30, it will actually follow the steps of NASDAQ where actually it's going. So it's pretty simple, analysis. As long as you understand the fundamentals, then the technically will be really, really easy. You won't hit yourself, to say that, hey, where the market is actually going, at particular time and so on and so forth. As long as you have a backing information about fundamentals that are happening in a dollar at that specific day, then you can have 100% sure. All right. If you look at the NASDAQ, I'm going to look on the smallest, highest position. Check. I'm going to check also on the smallest lower position, which is here. All right. Then I can get to 1 hour, trying to zoom in and see where the market can go. Okay. All right. Here's another position where the NASDAQ wanted to come, 16,031. $16,031. That's pretty much NASDAQ wanted to, push the price all the way to this level. So I'm not sure that it will get to this level today or by the end of the week, because there's a couple of news that are coming, big one. We are anticipating to have CPI, Consumer Price Index from United States on Wednesday. We're anticipating also to have Producer Price Index on Thursday from United States. Again, on Friday, we are anticipating to see the season earnings, the bank season earnings starting on Friday. So the earnings, they're actually the calculation of, the income that they make for the first quarter or for past 3 months. Then they release the report to say that for this past 3 months, maybe they, for example, JP Morgan will be making this, or Morgan Stanley will be making this amount of money. So the first earnings that are coming on Friday. So if you can see, it's a very, very, very busy week based on the report that they're going to come. If CPI, the report is going to be negative, we are not hitting, or the US is not going to hit the expectations numbers. That means we are anticipating to see these instruments to continue dropping, maybe to get to the level of 16,048. The key figure number there will be CPI that is coming on Wednesday, right? But we are today's Monday, we want to trade. What we have to look into NASDAQ, how we want to trade it. So we go on a smaller time frame. Already, I can anticipate that this is where the market it'll actually go. I'm seeing also some kind of buy trend. Okay, some kind of buy trend position there. So this is what I'm anticipating, that the market failed to break to get to this level. Maybe it might come during the week. Expect tomorrow, most of the spaces they have a bank holiday, so we're not anticipating a lot of high volatility to see tomorrow. But from Wednesday, that's where we're going to anticipating to see high volatility because of the CPI, Thursday PPI, and then Friday the earnings, the starting of the earnings. So my anticipation is the market to move all the way to 16,417, which will be your first take profits. But again, it can push to 16,560. So there's a high possibility that it can move to 16,560 there, which is quite some move, But the first take profit that I can be able to put, I'll be able to put on the 16,470. So that's what I'm thinking about this dollar instrument, this dollar index that I'm, the dollar indices that I'm seeing here, US30 and NAS100. The other interesting that I just hit right now was Brent oil. The Saudis, they're actually cutting down the Brent oil to with the $2. So we're anticipating Brent oil to come all the way to $74.90 per barrel. Right now it's sitting at $76.90 per barrel. So possibly by the end of today or tomorrow, it will get to $74.90 per barrel. So that's quite a a move there that if you can take advantage, and jump in the markets and actually press your trades. Already it shows the double top there in terms of the technical analysis, and it drops. It's sitting at a resistant level, but the way the Saudis are saying that they're cutting down $2 per per that $76 per barrel. So we are anticipating to see the Brent oil or WTI to get to $74 per barrel. So yeah, man, that's it in terms of preparation about New York session that is coming. Keep subscribing on on the channel. There will be a lot of videos in terms of analysis that you can be able to take advantage and start enjoying it. All right.